Okay. All right. Good morning and welcome everyone to our public meeting. We will be turning it over to our chairperson, who is, we would typically turn it over to our chairperson who is not with us today, but in her stead, it will be Commissioner Sarah Ricks. So I will turn it over to you.
Great, thank you. So welcome. First item on the agenda is to approve the minutes for August 2022. Do we need a vote on that? Okay, let's take a vote. Should we take a vote? Regina, I don't know. Do we need a vote on that? Okay. I'm going to vote.
So
Okay.
there a motion to approve the minutes. I don't want to make.
So moved.
Okay, and seconded by Commissioner Ho and also Commissioner Austin. And then all those in favor of approving the minutes would say aye or raise your hand, and any opposed. So there is no opposition. It looks like the minutes are approved.
Great. Okay, so let's move to case closings. This is my mistake. I need to ask quickly before we do the case closings. I can see on the list of cases on the agenda, I see all the names. What I don't see is the name of any of the lawyers. And I know that there was one case where the Women's Law Project was representing the plaintiff. I don't know which one that is, just from looking at the agenda. So can somebody inform me which one that is? I'll need to recuse from that.
Yeah, you're on mute, Pam.
We had that information last week. It's not at my fingertips at this moment. I will work on getting the information and I will see that it gets put in the record.
Okay.
After.
Okay. Yeah, I probably recused. Of course I did recuse at the executive session. Okay, I'm going to go through these case closings. Case number 1. I'm going to do only the last names. Hyseni versus Temple University Health System. Williams versus School District of Philadelphia. Cruz Dillard versus District 1199C. Tropia versus City of Philadelphia. Burns versus City of Philadelphia. Ramos versus City of Philadelphia. Williams versus, that's a common name, so I'll do the first name as well. Gina Williams versus City of Philadelphia. Scott versus Ethos Dispensary. Davis versus Self-Help Movement. Frankenfield versus Kirkbride Center. Stiles versus Hospital of the University of Pennsylvania. I'm going to skip number 12, which is Mariani versus City of Philadelphia, and not put that on the agenda for today. Number 13, Mays versus Bibashi Transition. 14, El Khatib versus School District of Philadelphia. 15, Lofton versus School District of Philadelphia. 16, Carlita R. Owens versus City of Philadelphia Prison System. 17, Al-Karim Logan versus Park Plaza Condominiums. 18, Lawrence D. Jackson versus Columbus Property Management and Development. And 19, Roderick versus Asia on the Parkway. I am recusing from whichever one of those cases.
You are recusing from number 1 employment case, Hyseni versus Temple University Health System.
Thank you very much. I'm recusing from that one. Are there any other recusals from any of the cases? Regina?
Styles versus Penn.
Okay, Commissioner Austin is recusing from case number 11, Styles versus Hospital of University of Pennsylvania.
And I'm also recusing from case number 1, the employment case number 1.
Okay, Commissioner Austin also recusing, like Commissioner Rick,
That's-
from Hysini versus Temple University. I'm sorry. which-
Commissioner Albert, that will be recusing also
Oh,
from number 1,
got it.
Penny versus Temple University.
Got it. Okay. One case we are not voting on this week. And that is case number 12, Anthony Mariani versus City of Philadelphia. We may vote on that, I believe, coming up soon, but not today. Okay. Any other recusals or abstentions? Okay, can we move then for a vote on all of those cases? All those in favor? Okay, go ahead. Commissioner Alpert, you're making a motion to close out the cases that we've mentioned. And Commissioner Austin is seconding the motion. All those in favor of closing out all the cases we just mentioned? Looks like we have a vote. Okay, I'll turn it over to Executive Director Kia Gee for the Executive Director's report.
All right, thank you, and good morning again. I have a few updates to share, and then I will open up for questions at the end. In terms of legislation, on September 15th, Councilmember Gim introduced a bill to amend the Fair Practices Ordinance to add a protection for reproductive health decisions, including termination of pregnancy. The amendment would make it unlawful for an employer to take an adverse action on an employee based on the employee's decision to have an abortion, among other reproductive health decisions. In terms of compliance, our current contract with the EEOC expires September 30th, 2022, and our compliance unit has been working very diligently to close out employment discrimination cases. They are also working very diligently to close investigations for cases that have remained in our system and are aged. In terms of community engagement and prevention, our HR rep, Abigail Sue, is organizing a racial equity event with various community partners entitled Voices of Immigrants, My Reading Story, My Reading Promise. The immigrant and refugee families will be sharing their stories and experiences about parent-child reading. HR Representative Tiara Thompson and David Oliver conducted a conflict resolution training for Penn Alexander School. And then on September 14th, Deputy Director Randy Duque partnered with the Philadelphia Commerce Department to convene a meeting with Asian business owners, along with the Department of Commerce and community associations, to promote intergroup understanding and collaboration. Excuse me. In terms of conflict responses, HR Representative Boonrat Mott is investigating a case referred by Councilmember Squilla regarding racist signage, which was posted by a resident. The information that we have right now is limited because the matter is still open, but we are working with Councilmember's office. For this report period, there were several noteworthy events. On September 11th, Deputy Director Randy Duque shared his musical and martial arts talents at the Northeast Philadelphia Development Corporation's Autumn Festival for September 11th. Excuse me. On September 12th, I met with the executive director of Philadelphia Ceasefire, Marla Davis, as a result of the meeting. Our agency will be joining their Philadelphia Hub, which is a collective of community-based organizations that meets weekly with the goal of reducing violence and victimization by breaking down institutional silos to facilitate voluntary and coordinated care. On September 21st, I will be speaking at the Peace Day Philly program, which will be at City Hall at the North Apron, on the importance of ending racism as a way to build peace. Some of the events for the upcoming reporting period for September, September 21st through 22nd, Deputy Director Pamela Gwaltney will be attending the EEOC's regional meeting in Baltimore, Maryland. On September 27th, Deputy Director Randy Duque will be conducting a seminar on public safety for international students through the International House of Philadelphia. And on October 27th, Deputy Director Pamela Gwaltney will be speaking as a panelist at the Pennsylvania Human Relations Commission on the Crown Act. Updates related to hate and bias data. This, for the month of August, we received 7 reports, and of those 7 reports, there were 6 confirmed incidents of hate or bias. The cases included, excuse me, the cases included a local business that received an anti-Black racist letter from a false address, a Philadelphia rec center that received an anonymous racist letter, a racist letter which was sent to a bank. A complainant also got into an escalated altercation with their neighbor, and it was called a racial slur. Finally, there were 2 other events. A complainant got into a physical altercation that also resulted in the complainant being called a racial slur, and a local business, and a building cleaner intentionally removed a pro-LGBTQ sticker from a door at a school. All of the racial related hate incidents were anti-Black. To date, we have had 76 confirmed incidents. And that concludes my report. Are there any questions?
Kia, can I ask a question about you mentioned one of the cases involved a physical attack?
Yes.
You may not know the answer to this, but do you know if that case is being investigated as a criminal matter?
I will allow Randy, Deputy Director Randy Duque, to respond to that, since it comes out of the community relations team.
Yes, both physical altercations were reported to police. The one where the incident escalated involved a weapon, so that I think an arrest was made in that one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, our next executive session will occur on, I'm sorry.
I can do this part.
Okay.
That's fine.
Right.
So yeah, the next 2 meetings will be in October. The executive session will be October 14th. And are we remaining via Zoom, or are we going to resume in-person meetings?
Our immediate plans are to continue in Zoom.
Okay, so that'll be via Zoom. And the public session will be October 21st. The readers for the month of October will be Commissioners Alpert, Austin, Loren, and new Commissioner Kareem Thomas. Were there any questions or any questions that anybody else wanted to raise? Any announcements from any of the commissioners? Okay, in that case, can I have a motion to adjourn the public session? From Commissioner Alpert, and a second? Commissioner Loren, all in favor? Okay, I think our meeting is adjourned.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a
Okay.
happy and safe weekend.
Thanks so much.